This is a story of how I got stabbed and almost got sentenced to 30 years in jail. You can see the stab mark right there. It's a pretty good one. So it turns out dates and times, names changed. I don't remember them, that's why. It's easy. March 12th, 2016. Probably earlier, 2015. I received a text message from a friend that I knew. She called because she said she was in trouble and needed help. She needed a ride to get home because someone was trying to do something bad to her. So, me being the idiot that I am, I rushed there to help her, to get her home. This was just a friend. I had no relation with her whatsoever other than a connection with drugs. So, I arrived. There was nobody there. I said, just get in the van and let's go home. She said, no, I have to run in the store to grab some Oreos for when I get home. She ran in the store. I went to the store, and there was a gentleman inside the doorway. He was a rather big gentleman. He was at least 6'2". He was older. He was probably late 50s, maybe. It's hard to tell. It was a black gentleman. And I said, I'm not a fighter, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, but what do I do? So I assumed, I'm like, well, he's older than me. I'm just going to let him take a swing at me, and I'm going to move. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to just put him on the ground and hold him there until the cops come. Wow, I'm really smart. Drugs and alcohol will do that to you. So what I didn't see is he had like a 6-inch hunting knife like in his hand this way with the blade over here. And as soon as I walked through that door, he went whoosh, cut me right here. It's like blood goes everywhere when you get cut in the face. Luckily the door opened out. I had steel-toe boots on. I took a step back. I put my foot up against the door. I said, you ain't going nowhere. And I waited. The police came. I said, I'm not pressing charges. I don't have anything to do with this guy. Whatever happened, happened. You're here. Do whatever you have to do. Okay, fast forward. I keep getting letters from the district attorney that I'm a victim, and they're sending me these victim things and victim advocate and all this stuff. And they basically said if I don't show up to court, they're going to put a warrant out and I'll have to go. And I thought that was kind of weird. But I'm like, okay. He had already done 9 months because they did a dangerousness hearing, which is something they do in Massachusetts. I don't know if they do it in all states. And they found that due to his prior violent history that he was dangerous and that they should keep him in jail until court. So luckily, I thought I was the victim. I'm going to go and just say what happened. Like I said, he already did his time. I'm not a rat by any means, and not that that's a badge of honor. I'm not. It wasn't even personal. I didn't know the guy. Come to find out that his attorneys had text messages from the girl who said that she had hired somebody to come and kill him. Me. I was murder for hire. So I was walking into a courtroom as a victim, and they were going to immediately switch it around to say, well, we have all these text messages saying that you were coming here to harm this gentleman. He was defending himself, and by the way, we're going to charge you with conspiracy to commit homicide or whatever, conspiracy to commit murder or murder for hire, some craziness. And I said, whoa. I said, I absolutely don't even fight. I didn't want anything to do with this. I just felt bad for the girl. I wanted to help her out. What do I do? Luckily, they gave me an attorney for free. He told me, all you gotta do, you go up there, you just plead the fifth. Every time they ask you a question, say, I plead the fifth on the grounds that may incriminate me. I had to say it maybe 4 times. I'd seen it on Law and Order. I was so like, dun dun. Proud of myself. I'm like, wow, this is exciting, but scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Why not swear now? I just got stabbed in the face. So I pled the fifth. The guy's charges got dropped. He got out. He still did 9 months. And some part of me wanted to go up to him and apologize and shake his hand and say, look, bro, I had no idea. Bottom line is, I never talked to that girl again after that date, or after then, because she died of an overdose. She's no longer with us, and that will never happen again to anyone else. So, if anyone ever asks you for help or calls you and says, ooh, or, it's typically going to be a female. This is how it happens. Because they know that you're going to feel like you need to come and help them. Be very careful. If it's not your business, stay the frig out of it. I can't even imagine if I had gotten charged with that, and even if I did 15 years for something I didn't even know about. I had no idea that she was texting him these crazy things. All I know is she told me that he was going to hurt her. Dummy. So, nice little wound. I shaved because I hate the way I look when I shave, so every once in a while you gotta hate yourself a little bit. Nah, not really. I mean, I don't like the way it looks, but I love myself. Now. So, that's it. That's the story of how I almost did 30 years in jail for getting stabbed. Enjoy.